What is the crackalish? We are back with another episode of Thailand Tales in the land of smiles, and indeed I am smiling. Somehow we jumped from episode 2 to episode 4. It was brought to my attention today. Someone in the office is going to have to get a good talking to. We might have to let somebody go. Skip an episode. Huh? No, I love doing that, you know. I love these creative little outbursts. So let me tell you a little bit more about that watch in the other video. That was a cursed watch. It was an interesting story how I came across that watch, and it was an even more interesting story how I got rid of that watch, because I came to realize it was bringing me dark energy. So that watch was bought in a place called Roermond in Holland. It was a Michael Kors watch bought in the Michael Kors shop in a place that is an outlet. It's known for good prices. So the Michael Kors watches were almost half price. So myself and the karmic lesson X bought them for each other. I bought the one she picked out and she bought the one I picked out. So when the lessons were learned in that toxicity filled relationship, it was time to move on, and move on I did. But I brought my watch with me, and that was a tumultuous breakup. Maybe someday I will really go into that. But I hung on to that watch long after myself and that individual parted ways, because I liked the watch, you know, my want to have that material possession. But after that attack, robbery, snatch and grab from the hefty ladyboy, unconsciously I just fixed the watch. All I had to do was repair the strap. I repaired the strap and I started wearing it again. And it came into my head, fuck it, get rid of this dirty stain of a watch. Now, before I met my wife, those were the days where I would drink like a fish and black out and end up waking up in all these random places, outside 7-Elevens, outside hospitals, in rooms. And I had drank myself dry again on the day before I had to go to Cambodia for a border run. Now, the strategy was, the money I had left, I can blow it. I can drink it because payday was that day also. But the untrustworthy, shady school didn't pay me on time. Surprise, surprise. So I'm sitting on the bus on the way back from Cambodia, hungover as a dead fish. I had vibes with the people on the bus. There was an Australian fella, there was an American fella, there was a Dutch fella. There was a few of us on the bus. I was happy to be drinking the free water because I literally had no money. Get rid of this dirty stain of a watch. Maybe you can sell it to one of them. So as the bus pulled in to Pattaya, I actually didn't get a chance to speak to any of them about the watch, because I got off at the first stop and they had to get off down the road, which I wasn't expecting. You know, I wasn't just going to announce on the bus, hey, I have a watch for sale, maybe somebody's interested. I remember the Australian fella had been scammed out of money for a bar, he told me, by another Australian fella. And I just didn't want to announce it. The plan was I would get talking to them again once we're all off the bus and maybe try and hustle it that way. But anyways, nothing of the sort could happen because I was let off the bus before everybody, alone. And then I thought, fuck it, you can still try and sell the watch. Went into a pawn shop, no good, nothing going. Asked the local Vin taxi drivers, those guys in Pattaya, they're always looking for a deal. They're the kind of guys that'll get you whatever you want here. I thought, fuck it, I'll sell it to one of them. But how much? Now, I did not want to negotiate this watch in the blistering heat from an anyways position of strength. I didn't want to, you know, go in like I'm asking too much money, because really I wanted to get rid of the shit. A little money will do me until I'm paid, which should be any minute now. Asked a Vin motorbike driver, oh, you want to buy a watch? He started examining the watch and he showed me he already had a watch, but he called his friend. He called his friend and his friend zipped down. You know, a lot of them Vin drivers have broken English. I was able to prove that it was a real watch, and I was just trying to get rid of it for some quick cash. Told him the story, wages being late, offer me whatever you like. I thought to myself, I'll take it. I just want rid of this bad omen at this stage. He offered me 300 baht. To be honest with you, lost all that money. I was relieved to get 300 baht. 300 baht will get you a few days here in Thailand if you live like a Thai. I says 500. He says no, 400. And I says okay, deal. And he zipped me straight around to the ATM, 400 baht into my hand out of nothing, and good riddance to that bad omen. I purchased my freedom. I got a deal on my freedom. So keeping it in theme with Thailand, we'll talk about the prices in baht. So I paid about 13 or 14,000 baht for the watch. Had about 3 or 4 years bad luck with it, and I got 400 baht for it. So I lost about 12,500 baht, but I gained freedom. And it was shortly after that when I met my lovely wife. That there is the window. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Peace and love.